him.
If he got teleported from the flight to being off, it wouldn't be 2 hours. What a Weasley little liar.
So he's just trying to insert himself into the drama. He's trying to pretend like, oh, look, I'm a part of this too. Like they're trying to deport me. Wait, does Destiny think Hasan made the whole thing up? Yes, basically.
Donald Trump, please release the Hasan Piker interview tapes.
You know what we need? You know what the killer evidence is, Dan? I can tell you.
Listen, we got a special stream today because, as some people like to say, I would say that, you know, we're propagandists. Would you say that, Steve?
We're a propagandist?
We're propagandists.
Oh.
Yeah?
Okay, sure.
Yeah, first and foremost, I am a propagandist.
Okay.
Yes. But sometimes we do journalism.
Are we doing journalism today, Dan?
We might be doing a little bit of journalism.
Oh, boy.
Because it seems that nobody else is doing any journalism. Why is that, Steve? Why are they so allergic to doing the most basic of basic bitch? I don't understand.
What could they possibly be missing? What do you think they haven't done?
We're going to get into it, but
Okay.
this is... I need this drink after this because this shit is just embarrassing.
Uh-oh.
Not for us, though, for mainstream media.
Okay, true.
'Cause
they're
we're-
all going to correct the record after this. They're getting ready to publish.
You know, that's the most embarrassing part is that no one will correct the record. And then people will be like, oh, well, actually, I said it all out in the open, whatever. All right, it. So, well, actually, let's get into the first thing. Hasan subjected to the horrors unknown to anyone else, being questioned at the airport. Wow, we got some stuff going in here.
That was pretty brutal.
That was pretty brutal.
Hours and hours, I heard.
Hours. Multiple hours. 2 hours of questioning.
And they asked him about like his job.
They asked him about so much stuff in that time.
I can't. I feel like it should be illegal to ask people any questions actually at all.
I agree. I think
especially
that
about your job.
When you come in
Your mom.
for customs inspection or your mom, I feel like there's a certain set of questions that need to be asked, and that's okay. You know, like, hey, I heard that you were a terrorist reporter. You know, is that true? No. Okay. All right. Well, carry on. That might be fine. But you know, the thing, I saw this and something just rubbed me the wrong way. And I know you said something as well. What felt wrong about this as a frequent traveler to other countries?
For me?
Yes. For you personally.
I mean, it's just sometimes you get questioned coming through the airport.
Yeah.
It's just a thing that happens. If you travel internationally, it happens. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So for me, something that stood out, I think a little bit was, you know how Hasan just lies a lot now?
Yeah.
Have you noticed that? Like, the most glaring recent lie from Hasan was, do you remember the recent one of him, I was JKing about not knowing where the countries were?
Well, maybe he was telling a 4 or 5 year joke in the making.
So that was like a 5-year pre-watch.
Yeah, it's not impossible that was a joke, Dan, right? Can you at least admit that it's not impossible that he was just joking?
It's not impossible.
Okay.
Before we get into watching these videos,
Yeah.
I put something together.
Put something together.
I put something together because
Okay.
I wanted to. We don't really do a lot of prepared content on this show, and I think that sometimes it's good to be a little bit prepared when we come in here. So, it is this one. All right, guys. Before we get into this, actually, no. Let's just get into it.
Oh my God, we have
graphs
and charts and.
All right, I want to take you guys on a journey. It's called Hasan is full of shit in mainstream media, does not fact check anything apparently anymore whatsoever.
Oh my God, wait, okay. Hold on.
What?
I'm going to be honest.
Don't, whatever it is.
This isn't going to be horrible, right? Because I actually didn't look at the thing you sent me. This is going to be well researched, right? You're not putting crazy shit here, right?
I'm not crazy.
Okay, just making sure. That was just hype it up for the audience.
You're so that.
No, I'm just making sure. But okay.
How dare you? Okay.
Okay.
All right. Step 1. Hasan has arrived direct France on May 11th from Paris Charles de Gaulle Airport into Chicago O'Hare. That day, there are 3 direct flights, and we know that it's a direct flight because Hasan said it was a direct flight.
Damn, you can go CDG to
Paris.
To O'Hare? Yeah, to
Yeah.
O'Hare? Damn, okay. Okay. How long is that flight? That's probably like, I'm going to guess 10 hours, 11?
It's a minute. It's a minute.
Okay.
So, essentially, what we know also what airline he took because he said he was on Sky Priority, and of the 3 airlines, only one of them has that. That's Delta. That's it. Delta. Mm-hmm. Now we know what time the Delta flight arrived at the gate. 4:22 p.m. Eastern time is when the plane got there. Okay.
Wait. Just to be clear.
Crystal clear.
Hold on. I need to make sure you don't lie on my name. So don't give me that. when I'm fact checking you in real time.
This is Eastern
in
time.
4K.
All of this is Eastern time.
Okay, the landing time.
That's not arrival time is when the door opens to the.
In that time zone.
Yeah.
Okay, so when you say 4:22 here, it landed at 3:22 in Chicago?
No, it didn't land. Could people misinterpret that? Arrival time is when they open the door from the taxi to the plane.
Okay.
So it probably landed 15 minutes before.
Okay,
that.
just make sure you got your time zones right. Okay.
But this would be 3:22. Notice how it says EST.
Oh, yeah, I see that. Good. Okay.
Chicago.
PM local time. Gotcha.
Okay, I try to keep this in Dan time.
That's good. That's good. Okay, just making sure. Okay.
Okay, so 4:22 p.m. Eastern time. The doors are now open on Hasan's plane. Okay, now what's going on? You got to get your that's above you, that's below you. You got to wait for other people to get off. How much time would you like to allot for this experience?
To step off the plane?
To get off the plane. The doors
How
are
long
open.
Was he in France for?
What? I don't know. Probably not long.
Was
3 days?
Was he just there for like a few days? Okay.
Yeah. I don't think he had. Well, I mean, even if it had luggage, it wouldn't have.
Depending on the plane,
Yeah.
he rides absolutely first class.
I think he did business. He said he did business class.
Which is for
So
basically
5 minutes, worst case.
I mean, worst case, you could have somebody die. But yeah, probably 5-10 minutes, absolute tops. But
5
probably
to 10
minutes.
five
Probably 5
minutes
minutes.
is
I'd say
realistic.
less than 5.
Like if you're in coach, you could be there
Also,
for
if it's a
15,
really big,
20 minutes.
if it's a big plane,
Yeah,
usually
they got a lot of people in business. It's half the flight.
that's a lot of people.
Well, we can actually look at this.
Well, no,
flight.
wait. I'm just saying that like usually they have, if it's a big plane and it
2
probably
exits.
is, yes, and they'll have a dedicated one for first in business. So I guess I'm gonna say 5 minutes.
You know, we can even go. We can say 2.5 minutes. This is a very speedy exit from the plane.
Okay.
We're really rushing out this plane. Okay.
You mean
So,
Turkish.
yeah, sorry. So we know he's on Delta. We know when he land. You can even see here's the timestamp of Hasan. I don't want to miss anything. Stop.
I already am flying business, so like
Business
I
class?
have Sky Priority. So I'm
Sky
thinking,
priority.
like,
There we go.
I'll be able.
Both of those things done. Solved. Okay. Where were we?
Your mom's.
Stop.
I can't say your mom anymore.
All
It's
right.
a free country. Go to the left. 4:22. Yes.
Eastern time. So we know to
Make it
get-
bigger. I can't read that text. There's no way they can read that text.
How can I make this
Control and then scroll up.
like this?
Yeah, and then scroll to the left. Go to the left. Go to the left. Left. Start at the beginning. There we are. Okay.
There we are.
Okay. So door opens. 4:22 EST.
So
We
let's
have
say
the
that
confirmed
he's
landing thing there.
Yep. So
3:22
now
goes
he's
up.
off the plane. Let's say 4:27.
Okay. Sure.
Okay. Now I would like to address your attention to right here. All right. So this is the walk from Terminal 5.
Is that where he was coming from?
Yes.
Okay.
Because all international flights come in through Terminal 5
True. And O'Hare. Yeah.
to go to customs. Okay. Now he speeds up. So this is a 9-minute video, but as you can see, a lot of this is 2x speed. Or actually, is this, let's get to the bottom of what speed this is. 'Cause I'm curious how slow this is. Playback speed. Is this half speed?
Okay.
Tell me when it looks normal. Oh no, that's way too fast, right?
So you probably 4x'd it.
Playback speed.
Let's try
Wait,
0.25.
hold on.
What?
No. I think this could be. Wait.
No,
What's happening?
he unfasted it.
Hold on. God damn it. Now we have to go back.
Oh,
Where's
wait.
Here we go.
Wait, no,
Fast.
wait. If you go back, usually it'll tell you on the signs at the top what the approximate walk is. Sometimes it does. I don't know if it had it on those signs back there.
Well, I already know, but I'm just taking chat through this. I just playback speed
It's probably like a 10-minute walk. Yeah?
quarter. It's 15 minutes.
Oh, well, but Hasan's also tall.
Oh my god, this is a quarter speed.
Also, maybe the things were broken, so but who knows?
This is so it's less than a quarter speed for this then.
Okay.
So he's more than 4x'd it.
Okay.
Okay. Anyways, this whole video is 9 minutes, and at the end of the 9-minute thing here, sorry, not the end of there.
Okay, we'll say 15-20 minutes.
Yeah, there's another video I have. I can actually just pull it up here. Chicago International Customs Arrival. This guy, is this the one we just watched? I hope not.
Let's turn your ambition
damn it.
into action. Transform
Yeah.
experience
Yes.
into expertise and passion
love
into
YouTube.
leadership.
Real live footage from the Redact offices. Okay, we get it, Dan. We don't need 50 million videos.
Hey, this is important.
Have to walk.
Yeah, we got it.
It was 15 minutes, okay?
Okay,
I
15
challenge
minutes.
anyone to say it's 15 minutes when you get to the point.
Okay.
So now let's say we're 20 minutes in.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is like Sonic the Hedgehog. speed here. No delays, no nothing.
Sure.
You've done everything
We'll say
perfectly.
450 EST is probably okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Okay, now Hasan's waiting in line.
Okay.
Uh-oh. Sir, your name is Hasan Piker. I need to understand what's going on. Uh-oh. This is when a text goes out to Lolo. Somewhere between here and 4:58 p.m. Eastern time. Okay? Because he texts him and he says, hey, we need an immigration attorney at this point, right? So somewhere between 4:22 and 4:58, and we know 20 minutes has elapsed right here. So we're at like 4:45, best case.
So he went to the global entry place. It said, oh my God, no, never mind. I just got a really bad thought. There's no way. You know that when you do global entry.
I know you have the facial recognition. Yeah.
No. Because this would be even more dumb, unless this is where your theory is going. You know that like.
Oh, no, my theory is the fact that in 30 minutes, Hasan said, I'm out.
Oh, don't spoil. Oh, I didn't know that. Wait. No, but
Yes?
it can't be this. I'm about to say something that can't
Go
be this.
ahead.
For global entry, there's a way if we really want to be kids, we can figure that out. For global entry, you don't have to go to the airport in advance and do the interview.
Yeah,
You know
there's
that you can
there's
get-
some that you can.
Not some. For almost all of them except international flights, you can get, it's called conditional approval. And then when you fly back, you do the interview to qualify for global entry. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
So for global entry, you sign up for global entry.
yeah, I know, and you go through the interview. You're
Yeah.
saying you can do it on the flight back?
Yes, you can sign up.
You
because
think
it's
that's
how
what Hasan did?
No, that would be so stupid.
It would be so stupid.
Because you can get something, it's called conditional approval, and you don't have to schedule an actual interview at the airport. And then what happens is on your way back, you can go through, I think, the global entry line, and you can just ask to do the approval there, and then you go to the offices and you do it, and then they approve you.
Yeah.
But that would be so dumb.
So anyways.
No, there's no way. Okay, sorry. go
Okay,
ahead.
okay. So this,
Okay.
Is, this is where we get to like Hasan and,
anyway,
and
okay,
mainstream
yeah.
media does no whatever. So it's 5 p.m. Hasan has just been detained, according to him.
Oh,
Okay?
well, what I was saying, so he probably went through, he got the facial recognition. They said, hey, can we pull you aside?
Yes.
The second he gets aside, he probably texts a guy saying like,
At 4:58,
Yeah.
been
He probably
like,
says
4:55. He's been pulled
sure.
aside.
Yeah, right when he goes, so he says, LOL, I've got to do additional questioning. Ha ha ha. So
And then
as
this
soon as
guy
he texts
freaks
him,
out.
He tweets out. Okay.
This is PR opportunity based. Okay. So we're at 5 p.m. essentially right here. Okay.
okay.
Okay. Now, there's some here that's like so stupid. So we're at 5 p.m. I just want to address you to the fact that we're at 5 p.m. and now we're about to go into the interview. Okay. We're about to go into the interview. And there's two statements I want you to hear. First, this one.
So I wait. Finally, this agent comes out, says, Hasan Piker. I'm like, that's me. Coming with me. I'm like, oh.
Okay. So he waited. Finally, an agent came. How much time do you think that should be? We're at
Me and
about
Melina
5
got pulled over once. It was like an hour and a half. This
So
shit was
we're at
fucking
5
annoying.
p.m. I mean, it's got to be a while. He says, I wait. What do you think?
I don't trust any of this. My guess is it could be anywhere from 5 to 30 minutes. It could be anywhere from 5 minutes to 2 hours. But
Yeah, okay. Well, he waits.
We'll say 20 minutes,
Eventually,
maybe. Sure.
a guard gets him. Okay. Then the guard interviewed him. And then the guard, what happened next,
Second half
Hasan?
of the conversation was actually like, because he left, went away for like 35 minutes, came.
He went away for 35 minutes after the first part of the interview.
okay.
Okay. And then he came back and he did some more questioning. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Did I just close it again?
Nope. Control Shift T. You're good.
It wasn't a tab, though.
Second half of the conversation was actually like, because he left, went away
God
for like
damn it.
35 minutes.
Okay, we got it. Boom. Okay, so here's where we are. Hasan started getting interrogated by his own admission at 5 p.m. At 5:30, he says he's out, and yet somehow this is this.
The total runtime of it was like 2 hours.
What the is going on? And then we have every out there media outlet just completely buying this.
Well, the thing is that this is a Kino story because there's not going to be any. My guess is for airport security usually doesn't comment on anything related to airport security stuff, so you can literally say whatever the you want.
I think that
They took me back there. They anally molested me for a
this
while, and then and
Hasan
they're
is
not gonna
just
say anything.
he's just lying. Like this is just blatant lies that have gone out there. And this is like so on brand for him as well. Like he's not willing to ever admit that he's wrong about something ever, right? The the most recent being the country thing is like the most obvious lie ever. Instead of being like, what can I say? I learned a lot in 5 years. Instead, it's like, guys, of course I knew. Look at this piece I did on Yemen after that. It's like, bro,
That's so embarrassing.
Are
you
you
read like a Wikipedia? I think you just copied the Wikipedia article.
It's so stupid. So what we have here is Hasan.
Wait, okay, so then the only
shape-shifting like Doctor Who or something.
Okay, the only real question here is that how confident are we that that was his flight back?
100%.
You'd bet your I take out a gun right now that's loaded with a God bullet that will
Based
kill
on
you.
what Hasan said, he said he was Sky Priority. He said it was a direct flight, okay? And there's only 3 flights that came into Chicago from that day from France. And he made no mention whatsoever of any connections at all. This is the flight that Hasan was on. All the times match up. I don't know what to say. Actually, I do know what to say. Hasan is like, stream is buffering. Are you me? Why is it doing this to us?
He's lying.
Okay. I'm going to post this to Twitter because the world should know. Hold on.
So realistically,
Here,
from the moment he goes through...
Take control. Because there's actually...
No, I believe you. You
well,
got it.
if we
You're doing a
scroll...
great job.
Well, the thing I was going to have you scroll down here is these are all the based fact-pilled, checking their information organizations that definitely do the most cursory of lookups before they publish information.
Well, this is a story everybody's hungry for.
So they're like, Hasan was raped in custody for 16 hours. Meanwhile, you can see when he landed and when he said that he was out. And it's like, what the You know what Hasan's going to say to this as well? It's like, these guys are acting like it's a conspiracy. I tweeted it. Of course it was the case. Did I get the times wrong? Maybe. I don't know. It felt like... It's like, he's just such... He's like...
Oh, wait. When did his flight leave from Charles de Gaulle?
1:10 p.m. probably local time, because you go back in time, right?
Okay. 1:10 p.m. local time. He tweeted out at 6:24. It would be my time, Eastern time. What is that? 6:24 a.m. to France. Can you do 6:24 ET to...
It's minus 6 hours from here. 12:24?
Okay. So then this would have been 12:24 France time. That was his flight.
Yeah.
Because he tweeted out... Do you have this tweet on here? He tweeted out, you ever go to the airport early and get hit with every single setback? Traffic at entry, passport denied at automatic gate, stuck behind old lady with liquids, GSR swabs on every bag, on a generational 3-hour run at Charles de Gaulle right now. And that was at 6:24 a.m. our time, which would have been a little afternoon their time. Okay, so that definitely was the flight.
Yeah, it's his... I mean,
wait. So even by his own... Hold on. Even if he got teleported off the flight into the detention room.
If he got teleported from the flight to being off, it wouldn't be 2 hours with no interview. If he was just teleported and done.
Yeah, he gets teleported room and then immediately texts out telepathically afterwards. It would be 1 hour and 8 minutes.
That's like Sonic the Hedgehog.
No, that would be fast. That would be the Flash.
That would be the Flash.
That would be the Flash. It would be 1 hour and 8 minutes.
Yeah. It's mental.
Okay. So yeah,
He full on...
Wait, why is it buffering? Hold on, let me check real quick.
These links aren't going to work, which is kind of annoying, but...
What links aren't going to work? Why do you have to tweet out right now?
Because the world needs to know.
Just
like,
tweet it
so
out right
that
after
all
the
the... The answer is yes. I think. A little bit? I mean, like 50%. Okay.
If you actually listen to any of this as he's talking about it, it's like the most obvious...
Let's put one on real quick.
Put one on what? Okay, we're tweeting right now, guys. Hold on.
No, I mean, put this on.
The total.
Oh no, we don't have to listen to him
like
actually talk because it's too long. It's like if you've ever been through airport security, it's like an obvious non-tent interaction. You go through, they ask you questions. Hasan reacted to your tweet calling out the 2-hour detention story.
And I can't wait for this one.
What is this? Look what your haters are bringing to the table.
Yeah, that you're full of...
Talk to Hasan the Hun about his 2-hour detention at O'Hare, where he was interrogated about his political views on Trump and Gaza. Check it out on Pod Save America's YouTube channel. You should just rename yourself to Pod Save Hamas. The level of journalistic integrity you are showing here is hilarious. 2-hour detention? You bother to even do the most basic level of research?
Please, Hasan, go all in.
Do you think someone like John, who I know personally, right, who is now a political commentator, former Obama speechwriter, do you think he sees something like this and goes, well, this spells sanity. Let me hear what this weirdo has to say.
Wow.
No.
Okay. Go. How do I put this on my desktop? For sake.
You should just do this after. I don't know why you're.
It has to happen now. Copy. New post. What will be the cope? Let me ask you. I mean, I'm serious. What will be the cope for this?
The cope is he won't respond and say anything about it. The reality is if we lived in a real media environment, he should post his ticket.
What would that prove, though? We already know this is his ticket. There's nothing.
Well, I know, but if it's not, he should post the ticket to prove that it's not.
Yeah.
And I think it's an acceptable level of proof to ask for because he posted a sensationalized story that is journalistically incredibly important. And I think that the bare level of verification should be done to verify the authenticity of the story. But he won't do that.
All right, I posted it. Boom! It's on Twitter now. So, anyways, I don't know. Like this is just like the most blatant, I think, like manipulating the media and lying that I've seen to date. But I'm also kind of a little bit sad that just no one questioned it. We saw Ken Klippenstein today, like, oh, I know how this happened. He did like some like, oh, they're using this rule to do it. Like, how long? If they waited for 30 minutes, how long could they have possibly questioned him?
Yeah. Okay. Wait. Hold on. I'm so sorry. Let me present this coherently from start to finish. Somebody said, was the questioning 2 hours or everything, including standing in line at security? So Hasan's flight landed, and then the doors opened at 4:22 Eastern time. At 4:22, the doors to his plane opened. From there, he has to leave the plane. He has to walk through to get to immigration. He had to check at the global entry thing and then get pulled aside for additional questioning. So he got pulled aside for additional questioning, did the questioning, and then he was out. And then he tweeted at 5:30, "It's okay, I'm out." So from the doors of his plane opening to him tweeting, "It's okay, I'm out," was an hour and 8 minutes. So realistically, he was probably pulled aside and questioned, like from waiting in the room to talking to the guy and everything, was probably 30 minutes tops.
No, but he says for 30 minutes that he was waiting.
Hold on. Somebody said the "I'm out" tweet is from 5:30 p.m. CST, not EST.
No, this is EST.
Are you positive?
Yes, because it's from my computer.
What, is that a link to the tweet? The underline? Hasan tweeted that out?
Yes. Like, this is so stupid. Guys, come on.
Okay,
5:30 p.m. This is Eastern time.
Coco Mons should get permaban in YouTube chat. Just permaban him. If you're a YouTube mod, hide it, do right click on his name and hide message
Unbelievable.
forever.
The thought that I would mess something up like that. Come on now. Okay, good. We got it. What's a good thing? Good tweet. I got it resized, ready to go. Hasan has completely fabricated his entire experience.
Why you guys, hold on, I don't understand. Envy, this is a long time YouTube sub. 5:30 Central Time he tweeted, it was 6:30 Eastern Time. You understand that it doesn't show you times from when the other person tweets, right? It shows it to you in your own time. It says it landed at 3:22 p.m. local time. It's too much. I'm sorry, time zones are too hard for you guys. Just forget everything. Okay, never mind.
I just posted it to Twitter.
You should delete everything on here that's just not in the same time zone because people are actually.
You know what I should do? This needs to be a dynamic thing. Based on how, like, on your own
time. It's like an IQ measurement.
Yes, exactly. Yes. No, like, it pulls it up and everything is in your own time zone.
Different wavelengths will arrive at the eye at different times. Like, put it on, like, blue, like a lower wavelength for... So that because, yes, guys, it shows that the local time that it landed is 3:22. That's why it says arrived at 3:22 local time, 4:22 p.m. EST. Because local time and EST are different. Holy shit.
I'm like, it makes me sad about our audience.
It's not really the whole, it's just a few dipshits.
Yeah. I mean, it's like this media is fucking, it's so disgusting too. And it comes from all the exact places you think. Questioned for about 2 hours on his views about Donald Trump and Gaza. Damn.
2 hours. Well, you didn't stop and think.
Okay.
Do you know what an air marshal is?
I do. They're on the plane.
There could have been one on the
guns.
plane, and they could have been questioning him before he landed. You didn't even consider that, did you?
No, I didn't. Questioned for about 2 hours about Gaza. What a Weasley little liar. Like, unironically. Like, it's at the point right now where he's just lying. Flat out lying. I don't care if there's a typo. Completed, fabricated. God damn it. I do care. Completely fabricated. Update. Shit. It won't let me update because I replied to my own thing.
Uh-oh.
Well, it is what it is. Well, we do it live. The completed fabricated. I don't care. It is. So anyways, that's it. That was the big expose that we have. Hasan has completely made up this entire story to try and rehabilitate his. If I had to guess, I actually believe the Trump administration that Hasan has made up this entire experience.
Well, I don't think she probably didn't even ask. She probably just assumed they followed procedure. I doubt she pulled any specific details.
No, I believe them. I think Hasan has fabricated the entirety of this. I don't think any of this happened.
This is a justified true belief question of epistemic justification. Listen, they could be correct, but it doesn't mean that they actually possess knowledge that they're correct about the thing.
I possess one piece of knowledge.
What?
Hasan has lied and been about one part of this so far. So the justification is that he has lied about more parts.
I understand. I'm just saying this is a classic JTB, okay, dismissal.
I don't know who that is.
Stands for justified true belief. Let's say that a ball rolls down a hill and somebody
I don't
says,
care
I know
anymore.
there's a ball at the bottom of the hill because I saw the ball roll down the hill, but somebody ran up and grabbed the ball and ran away, but there was another ball down the hill. Just because they believe there's a ball down a hill and there is a ball down the hill doesn't necessarily mean that they were correct about
Why
their
do I
belief
keep
in
doing
their
a
ball
show?
down the hill.
Like, why
I'm
do I
just
keep
saying,
doing
you
this
saying
show?
that they were right, even if they were right, doesn't mean they were right. Do you understand?
Hasan bad.
Yes.
All right, that's it. So there you have it. Hasan, full of shit, media, dicks in hand, willing to suck every ounce of Hasan cum that they can to be like, I can't believe the Trump administration did this. I wonder, I don't know. Maybe he just felt like I can say whatever I want and know, like it's one of those things. Like I can just say anything and they can't fight back. Maybe he thinks that, but this administration is insane. I hope that they release the actual recording, if there is one, of the interview. I hope they say, Hasan, we'd like to release the
Everything
interview.
around like airport security is like really weird. Like, you're not allowed to film news stuff about airport security, right?
I have no idea.
It's like a special, like you can't film like a news expose about airport security. Like they won't, it's like illegal to do it. So I don't know if they ever release anything relating to that.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's the news on Diddy Piker. Baby oil Piker. You know why they call him that, right?
Why?
Because he loves baby oil.
What's his middle name? Do you know?
Baby oil. Actually, it's crazy. I couldn't believe it when I looked it up.
They should call him Hasan Piper.
It's Hasan,
'Cause he likes to
baby
pipe
oil,
down.
Dogon, Parker.
Okay.
Doggone. Parker.
Oh,
Like Parker Schnabel from Gold Rush.
okay.
You like that show?
I don't even know what that means.
Bunch of guys out in Alaska trying to strike it rich, finding gold in the middle of nowhere.
Wow.
Oh, I guess he put this in here. Let's see if there's anything of interesting on this.
I'm sitting there and they're asking me about Trump. They're asking me about like Hamas and he kept saying stuff. He kept saying stuff like, do you like Hamas? Like, do you support Hamas? Do you think Hamas is a resistance group? Do you think Hamas is a terrorist group or a resistance group? Like, he just kept asking over and over again, right? And I kept repeating the same statement over and over again. I kept saying, I kept saying a couple different things.
I want an attorney.
In terms of like Israel and all the wars, I was like, I'm on the side of civilians.
See, you know what this is? This is like when you do the fake story, like, and everyone clapped at the end. Like that we're at this point.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
This is like your.
And then I said I stand for Gaza,
Yeah, no,
and he hung up his hat and said I'm voting.
It's when you exaggerate the out of an interaction where it's like the teacher then asked me like, why isn't your homework done? And I stood up and I said, this is the most unfair assignment you've ever given in the history of like all of assignments. There's no possible way we could have gotten this done in time. We're overwhelmed by other schoolwork. It's just like, and the teacher looked at me and he was like, well, you should have it done anyway. And I said, you know what? If that's how you feel, then why don't you fail me and every other student in this class right now? And finally, the teacher was like, okay, fine. I'll give you one more week to do it because you made such a good argument. And then you like play the tape back and the student is like, I was just really busy. Could I have like a 1 week extension? And the teacher's like, yeah, sure. And that's what actually happened. That's this. Yeah. There's no chance that like, and also keep in mind, look at all, like the problem is his story doesn't even survive internal consistency, right? Like he says, for
he's
instance,
so
like,
bad at lying.
Yes, he is. Well, yeah, it's it's not even a hard thing to lie about. You could lie about this convincingly if you wanted to. But like he said, for instance, that the guy was Iraqi, so he knew him, so he was cool and chill. But then he's still grilling him on if he likes Hamas or not.
Also, apparently, he said like, oh yeah, that the name of Rashid al-Haddad, apparently that last name means nothing. Like, that's not a name that's like just Iraqi. It means nothing. He's like, oh yeah, al-Haddad, of course. That's not a Houthi.
Sure.
Like that. It's so.
Or it's just like
Smith.
everything, yeah. Or like him saying that like they're trying to intimidate me, and it's like they're trying to intimidate you by pulling you aside for some questions, but they didn't do anything. Because at an airport, if you get like you could be detained for 5+ hours, or you get arrested.
There is no rules when you come in from immigration.
Yeah, you get your civil rights, like
they're gone,
non-existent. Yeah,
they can like full molest.
It's just like annoying. Yeah, they could have subjected him to all sorts of additional screening or whatever. So the fact that they did this, and then he says like they tried to intimidate me, but it didn't work. I just want to show what it was like. But then he says I'm not going to Cuba though because I don't want to deal with this again. So I guess it did work. It's just so it's cringe.
Willie Mack.
The annoying thing is that like what happened was he's getting a lot of heat from a lot of different communities because all of his like attacks on Ethan Klein aren't working.
Nope.
And now this is his way to kind of like insert himself artificially, especially on the backs of all of his profiles that he has to keep getting the titles changed up because they're calling him a liberal and he's getting ass pained over it. So he's just trying to insert himself into the drama. He's trying to pretend like, oh look, I'm a part of this too. Like they're trying to deport me.
Man, I can't believe it.
Like they're targeting me.
Dude, what about if it was just the most basic? Like, hey, Hasan, I noticed that you did not fill out your middle name on your global entry thing. You need to get that taken care of. And Hasan's there like, I support the freedom of the Gazan people.
It's basically that, yeah. Wait, does Destiny think Hasan made the whole thing up? Yes, basically.
I think
the entirety. He probably got pulled aside. He might have even just been doing his global entry, re-entry, the conditional screening interview. But he probably got pulled aside for some super standard questions. And the whole thing probably lasted less than 30 minutes. And you can check
it can't even be 30. He says that he had 30 minutes he was waiting for.
Yeah, that's why I said less than 30 minutes. Yeah.
Less than 1 minute. There's no time in here.
Well, not less than 1 minute, but
it's like it's mental. It's actually mental. I want to know, Hasan, this is going to be some epic spin. Actually be Hasan.
Well, the thing is, nobody's hungry for the actual story on this, and then he's going to just...
Yeah, but all the journalists...
Sorry. I don't care.
All the journalists should get raked over the coals for this. It's not a theory, by the way, what we're talking about. This is the truth. Okay.
Unless there was another flight that we missed somehow.
No, there's only, you can go and see all direct flights that came in on May 11th. There was 3. Air France, American Airlines, and some cringe airline. That was like way different time. That wasn't.
Oh, and he said his tweets also like, lined up. Yeah.
The DHS response is so funny. Okay. What'd they say? This is Willie Mack. Big Will.
What? That's Willie Mack?
Well, no, Willie quoted this thing, but go ahead. No, he doesn't. Willie does not work for the DHS. Do you want to read this? This is from the DHS.
What part was Willie Mack?
Right here.
I can't believe. Wait, you said Willie Mack's name and then you clicked a different tweet?
Did I? Yeah, I did. I do. Sometimes I just comes out of my mouth. Oop. Sorry.
Stop. Yeah, I just got PTSD.
Okay. Here we go. Click. All right, read it. The DHS response is so funny. They're not even disputing that it happened. They're omitting the insane questions that were asked and instead claimed that I wasn't targeted for my political beliefs. Why'd you all ask me about Trump, Israel, Houthis, Hamas, my Twitch bans then?
Probably because he was volunteering the information like crazy.
Yeah, he was in there like, sir, we just need you to put in your middle name. Okay, when asked for a comment about Piker, a Department of Homeland Security official called his account nothing but lying for likes. You know what? I believe it. Like, prove to me otherwise at this point.
He is lying for likes. So
where's the forensic evidence? Because not circumstantial evidence. I need forensic. Because I'll tell you, I have seen one instance of this maybe being true in a vacuum. And that doesn't change the dynamic for me. Not one bit.
Okay.
Not even a smirk out of you for that one?
In a vacuum? I don't understand. What was the joke?
That's Hasan's rape meme. There has been one instance in captivity.
Oh.
Never mind.
Got it.
Whatever.
I gotcha. Okay, good meme.
All right. That's it. I hope Hasan gets dragged over the coals, and I hope that every journalist that doesn't retract their lie, right? I mean, it's just untrue. It's not true. He wasn't questioned for 2 hours. Yeah. So I hope they retract it. I hope they get... All right. Click. Oof. Not good, Hasan. Parker. I don't know. Apparently calling him Parker gets him mad. All right.
Parker?
Yeah.
Okay. You should call him Hasan Piper.
Oh my God.
Because he pipes down.
And then like it's just like Ken Klippenstein and all these. You know what? I got to pull it up. Ken Clipper. You hate this guy, right?
Do I?
I don't know. Do you?
I don't think so.
Wait, I thought we hated this guy.
Maybe I do. I don't remember the name. I don't know. Oh, yeah, probably.
Okay. Good. We're there. We got there quick. Like, it's just crazy. Like the complete lack of, I'd be a base journalist because I would spend 5 minutes before I publish something. Most of the time. Not always. I'd fuck up a lot. I'd have a lot of corrections.
This is like such a lie. This whole Hasan Piker, an American citizen, was singled out and interrogated on Sunday at Chicago O'Hare. Singled out. Wait, he was the only person there.
For the
they
whole
literally
day.
had the Hasan Piker torture room, okay?
Yep.
Who is of Turkish background, was returning to the U.S. after a trip to Paris for 2 brutal hours. For 2 brutal hours, Customs and Border Protection detained him and asked him whether he supported Hamas, Hezbollah, or the Houthi rebels in Yemen, according to Hasan's account. My God.
Why? I'm not going to keep going. I just don't know why not a single journalist is like, hey, so it looks like you were only there for...
Because they're hungry. They're so hungry for this story. They
For an
didn't even
hour
bother.
total.
They didn't even bother to check.
Not even the most basic bitch. Whatever. Whatevs. NBD. Cenk. That's how you say it, right? It's not sink.
It's jank.
Like this is jank.
Like jankety.
What the fuck is jankety?
Like if the thing's like not put together well, it's like kind of jankety.
That's jank.
No, it's
With a A.
jankety.
It's jank. That's all janky, bro.
Jankety.
No, you're saying with an E. It's definitely an A.
Jankety.
It's jank. That's jank, dog.
Okay.
For real, for real. Border agents detaining and interrogating my nephew proves 2 things. They are targeting U.S. Oh my God.
Targeting.
Can you believe that border agents are targeting U.S. citizens? Because this is unheard of. I have never heard of
I
a
think
border
you should never
agent.
be screened if you're a U.S. citizen.
No, if you're a U.S. citizen, they just let you through with no screening. The fact that they are targeting U.S. citizens, this is the first I'm hearing of this before.
They
Like,
used to not subject us to screening at all.
no, they would just, oh, I'm sorry, sir. U.S. passport, go on through. I'm sorry I looked your way. But I can't believe it that they are targeting U.S. citizens. This is news to me.
It's fucking shit.
Okay.
Okay.
That was it. That was my thing for today. How you rate it? How'd I do?
Oh.
Out of a 10? Because there could have been a lot of ups in there. Time zones, that was frisky.
I give it a 6.8 out of 10.
Not even a 7?
Everything is a 7. I'll give it a 6.8 out of 10. Only reason I rated highly.
It's even
I
very...
rated highly because you got all the facts right.
Yes.
But then I rated lowly because Hasan's lie was just so low effort and that it was like.
But nobody knew
much
to
of an
say anything.
investigation. Yeah, I know. But it was like not that much. It was like look up one fact. It's like, oh, this is total.
Yeah.
But I give it. Yeah, I think 6.8.
But I
is
did
good.
a nice infographic.
Okay, 7.1.
Well, not me. I had
7.1.
my people do it.
Oh,
Okay,
never mind.
7.1.
6.7.
No.
You didn't
I
do
was
it
very
yourself?
influential
Oh
in
my
the
God.
creation of the infographic. A lot of insights I was given. Like I was like, you should move that over here. You know, the Sonic thing, that was me. I said I wanted to have a thing with the whole thing calling this Sonic the Hedgehog mode.
I'm
Here.
gonna start flying back through with like ticking clocks and my carry-on. See if I can get pulled over every question and then make a story out of it.
Look, on the graph. God. Okay. On this graph, what I wanted to do, it wasn't here. I was going to have a thing. You see how we all have these lines here below? I was going to have it so that there was a line here, like connecting the green and the orange one, and it was going to be called Sonic the Hedgehog mode. And it's like if he just teleported there. Worst case scenario.
Why do you keep saying Sonic the Hedgehog?
Because he goes
teleport?
fast.
Yeah, but that's not teleporting.
He teleports when he goes through the rings.
That's not him teleporting. That's the rings teleporting somebody.
He's getting teleported.
Why not pick somebody who actually teleports?
Because he goes fast and he teleports.
It's Sonic. It's not Turkish at all.
Who could it be? Go. Get your racism mindset on.
He could have been Janissary, Turkish superhero, DC Comics.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. We're off of Hasan. All of you guys who hate Hasan, we're moving on to the next thing. Okay. Just kidding. Waiter, more Hasan slop. No, we'll get to that one next. Okay. If ICE were abducting random...
I wonder if he came through, if there was like video footage. This would be so funny. But could you imagine he's like walking through airport security and he's got like his like kafaya on and his Free Palestine thing on, and he's like trying to speak like Turkish, going through the airport thing, like
He almost
scanning
acts
his
like he
fucking
has
passport.
a hand grip, and it looks like the wires connected up, like he's trying to get pulled
He's like
over.
doing his, but he's got like a Mr. Potato Head mustache on or whatever. And he's like, you wanna pull me? Really?
Oh,
And he's like walking to security, screaming like "Free Palestine" or whatever. Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Oh man. Oh, good times. All right. Well, before we get to Hasan slop, let's get here. Ooh, this one feels good.
No, wait, what?
Yep.
No way. That was a rock solid case that she definitely was on really.
No,
firm
I
ground
should.
for.
I should not.
She actually. That's crazy. I never. Guessed.
Wait. What is the stock guy? This
Why are you reading the whole quote before just playing the video where he says the thing that the quote is?
With me?
because I was trying to debate if I wanted to do it.
There's no way they actually have a GoFundMe, right?
They do.
Wait.
Waiting.
I don't know the context here, but in order to sue somebody for defamation, you have to prove that they harmed you or your business or your income.
Oh, this is an older one.
Apparently, from what I just read, she's doing better than ever since this happened. So how do you
Well, you could still sue if there's actual malice, because then there's presumed damages. You don't have to prove damages with actual malice if it's so egregious.
sue for
Actual malice just gets you over the standard for the claim being wrong. The thing you're looking for is there's defamation per se.
Per
which is
se, we know that
claim,
one.
yeah,
Yes.
if the claim itself is bad. So like if you accuse somebody of like a really depraved action or like a felony crime or whatever.
Let's read this one on Twitter, shall we?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah. When I say we, I mean
1 week,
no, I didn't mean you.
1,692.
I did not mean you.
Donations.
We can't type to these people, can we? Never mind. Go ahead, read it.
And $46,000 later, I'm refunding the GoFundMe. If and when I go forward as a plaintiff, I will be self-funded. Thank you, everyone, for proving Ethan wrong. His behavior, I like how she puts if/when. Do you think that would work in like relationships? Like if/when we go to your parents for Christmas, I'll be on my best behavior. Like, is that like a thing you can do? That's big. I like that actually. His behavior is unacceptable and people do care. You proved Ethan wrong.
I have a theory about this. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm not going to say my theory.
Say it.
No, I'm not saying my theory because I don't want. I think.
Why do you think she started this GoFundMe with the goal of like baiting a defamatory clip so that she could sue him?
I think she was going to raise. She thought she was going to raise a lot more. It's kind of embarrassing right now. She can't do the lawsuit, and I think that the stuff that Ethan came out with the that she did of like I don't know. He said something like she deleted tweets or deleted YouTube videos or something. Like I think the other attorney may have been like, I can't bring this forward like this.
Yeah, wait.
What?
Did you f up the tweet and the reply tweet?
Probably. What, was it misspelling on both?
Somebody said, I love you, but this reads like you have aphasia. Why does this guy even know what that is?
Call him ableist.
Hasan has completed and fabricated his entire experience with the Customs Border Patrol. Not a single part of it is likely true. Big concern, 2 spaces, that the mainstream press does zero fact checking any of this whatsoever. No punctuation. Sad! ! This experience is something Hasan has said. Quote, question for about.
What did I say? I could delete the second one. Hold on. I might do
okay.
it.
I like
No,
it.
what did I say? The experience is something Hasan has said. Question for about 2 hours about Gaza. Wait, that's not fine. That's fine.
What?
You said he was questioned for 2 hours about Gaza.
This experience is something Hasan has said. Quote, question for about 2 hours about Gaza. End quote.
All right, you know what? I'm just going to delete it. You made
No.
me feel... No, I deleted it. You made me feel
Keep
nervous.
it. No, it's good. It's
gone.
good. It's
And
good.
I
It's
think
a
I
good
can still...
tweet. You look like more of an immigrant than he does.
I don't care. I deleted it.
Somebody,
you made me feel
then when
nervous.
they ask, say ESL.
No, they're making fun of me. My new response is going to be, I have a learning disability, and you guys are being ableist, just like they do to Ethan. I can't even edit anymore. It's too bad.
God.
I have a learning disability. Fuck, I was about to misspell that. You are ableist. I'm going to put 2 T's on ableist.
That's fine.
No, I won't. Actually, I'm not going to tweet this at all. I'm going to have no response to this whatsoever. Just the one misspeak.
Wait, who is Kavanaugh?
Ryan Kavanaugh, I think, is the CEO of Triller, which is like a company that produces...
No, what is? I don't need every biographical piece of information.
Ethan got sued by him.
Was that the big DMCA case?
That was,
That they started FUPA over and everything?
I don't know if that's the FUPA one or not, but I know that there's an ongoing part there. Like he did a site like, does Ryan Kavanaugh look like HarveyWeinstein.com? Something like that.
Base, okay.
Yeah, was,
Wait, this has been going on for 4+ years?
lawsuits are expensive. I don't know if you know that or not.
I've learned that, but I'm just saying, what is it lasting 4 years over? What are they even fighting over? It's not about the cost. I'm just curious, how is it over 4 years?
It takes, when you have rich people fighting, there's only one winner. The attorneys. I mean, eventually.
Can somebody in chat who has any actual answer to this question?
What, over
tell me?
4 years?
4 years! That's a long time for what are they going back and forth on? It's not just if you're rich, you're just arbitrarily like, oh, we scale the time up for the lawsuit. They must be fighting over something. I'm just curious what they're fighting over.
Yeah, who's right and who's wrong?
Nice. I'm going to your mom tonight.
Okay.
And there's only going to be one right person.
What would be the other person? Not right?
All the sperm that don't make it there first.
Okay. I don't know. It's just probably like motions and arguing against the motions and everything.
Oh, thanks.
And appeals.
Thank you.
What?
That's like asking like who won the NFL, and you're like, oh, it was probably the sports team with
No
the
one's
players.
won yet. It's still going.
Really?
Yes.
No one's won any Super Bowl before. We're on number one.
All right.
There's a Super Bowl
Okay.
number one coming up. No prior winners. Sorry, don't let me interrupt your phone call from
My
your
bad.
wrist.
I don't know
Go ahead,
why
Dan.
this went off of do not disturb mode. I'm very upset right now that this happened. Nope, that's on do not disturb mode.
Oh, so somebody's abusing their unstar that person, whoever's getting.
That
through
is
the-
what it is. It
Yeah.
was a starred person.
Yeah, unstar them.
God damn it, Ethan.
Unstar
I
them.
told you when I'm doing the show to stop calling me. God.
Unstar them. We're not finishing until you unstar that
Ethan
person.
Klein wanted to tell me what's actually happening with Ryan Kavanaugh, and it's like I don't have the ability to bring him on live. I don't have that. But anyways, I don't know. There's been like multiple cases between these two dudes like suing each other for defamation. It might be different.
People
lawsuits.
are saying it's a DMCA lawsuit because H3 showed a clip of a boxing match highlight.
Yeah, but I think that one's over. I think now it's a defamation lawsuit. I think there's multiple lawsuits. That's what's happening. I think Ethan won an important one, which was that one you're talking about, which was DMCA one, and I think that now he's on to a defamation one, and he was trying to get it dismissed, and he did an anti-slap motion, which is the first step when you're trying to get it dismissed, but there's a pretty high bar to win on the anti-slap part, and he wasn't able to pass that. He'll still end up winning the case, but he lost the anti-slap, which is like get rid of it right away thing. Make sense? Multiple cases.
Cool.
All right. So anyways, Denims is going to give all the money back. How based?
Wow. What
I know that's really funny because I know someone who gave some money to this. We'll see when the money comes back.
Oh, what did you donate to it to see if it would be a scam?
I did.
How much?
I don't want to say.
Nice.
I haven't been refunded yet. I'm very upset about that.
Well, my guess is it's probably not up to her. It's probably up to GoFundMe. They probably cancel the campaign and then it refunds or whatever, right?
More fake Amouranth drama. Nothing ever happens. Do you think it's fake? Quick. You already seen it, right?
There was like 28 hours of fighting.
Yes. Fake or not fake? Or
Hold on. You know
Ooh.
what they referenced in here, right?
what? I don't. I
They
didn't watch any of it.
referenced. She thinks that he paid the robbers to go rob her to kill her for their life insurance policy. So if
Really?
you're
I didn't
on
see that.
if you're on team, it was all fake. Okay, it's a long shot, but we're still in, boys. Okay, we're still in, boys.
Oh, I see. You still think there's a chance?
Yeah, we're still there.
Oh, sorry. Okay, there's still a chance.
We're
Oh my
still
god,
there, boys.
The copium is. But hold on. Even if that was fake, that would still be real. So even under your own
No,
circumstance,
that's not strange. Let's say that he did hire them.
that would still
count
be
as-
that would still be real though.
Well-
They're like really robbing her.
but they're being paid.
There are people that rob houses and get paid to do it.
Their
Like-
own house, though, that's like a setup.
It's not their house, believe it or not. The robbers, they don't live there.
No. Amouranth and her husband.
Okay, if I pay someone to come and rob this studio, are they not robbing the studio just because I paid them to do it?
It would be a questionable thing.
I don't think there's much questions to it. I think that's pretty cut and dry.
It would be questionable.
I watched like 15 seconds of this, and I asked myself, why are they doing this on stream?
Content.
I guess, but she does softcore porn. Why are you even showing your husband at all? Get him the out of there.
Because it's Amouranth. She can do whatever the she wants.
Yeah,
She's
I
based.
understand that, but get rid of it. Well, oh wait, maybe she's like, you can be the next husband. I'm fighting with this. Oh my god, I just saw through the whole ploy.
True. Why does he treat you like that, honey?
Husband tryouts.
There you go.
Oh my god, we're so smart. Just like that, boom, whole thing fake. Botez says, God, this is I thought, I couldn't believe when Amouranth on my stream said she held all that crypto. I think I said, like, why would you need to not ever say that again? I think I literally said that. Don't do that. This is like like holding crypto, first off, is in general. It's stupid. Hold gold or something. And not even hold gold. Hold like stock in gold. Why would you, like, this is just like, I heard that Amouranth got robbed. Can I get robbed, please, also? Sorry, my fault. My bad.
It was plenty. It's just slow.
What percentage of your saving are in crypto? Please don't ask this because it's going to make my parents upset. Guess what percent of my liquid net worth I hold in crypto? I'm just curious what you guys think.
I shouldn't say something. I'm going to say it anyways.
Oh.
This doesn't look like anything like what I thought she looked like. Is this like another sister?
What do you mean?
I thought she looked completely different.
She got...
No, like different person. Like, I know she had a sister, but I don't
She's
think
got
her
a younger
sister
sister called Andrea Botez.
Okay. Wait, hold on. Well, hold on. Let's just watch this
I
first.
said percent. Okay. Here's some interesting guesses. I mean, you can
only guess 1 through
and
100.
obviously it fluctuates depending on the price. I thought 10, but now it's going to 50. If it's more than 40, it'll make me angry. It's more than 40.
So stupid. Like, this is like the most like, hey, I'm sorry, are you a woman on Twitch? Do you get a lot of harassment? How would you like to add some IRL harassment to that from people who want to rob you? Yes? Just say these 2 words and you too can up your life.
Wait, why would they? How is that making sense? What do you mean?
Saying that you have millions of dollars in crypto? That's literally what happened to Amouranth. People watch this and are like, oh, we're going to go rob this
You don't
bitch.
know that? It might have been her husband that hired him.
Oh, my.
Dumbass. Also, it's not like they couldn't steal your normal money.
Huh?
What?
What, do you think that, like, people, they have, like, bags of $100 bills in their backyard or
Look
something?
at what happened to Last Shadow, LS. They stole all his magic cards.
Yes, that will happen when you say that you have things that are worth stealing at your house.
She might not have the crypto at her house.
Like, for instance,
do you think she has Bitcoin at her house, Dan? Do you think it's in her house?
I think the key to unlock the crypto is in her house.
You don't know that. Could be somewhere else.
Well, you go there with a pipe and you keep hitting them until you find out. Like, that's how it happens. Like, I don't know why you would say this. It's
Okay.
Do you disagree? Would you? You know, I don't even
I have
care.
5 million in crypto. I'm announcing it. I'm calling it. I do. If anybody wants it, you can come and pry it.
Come and get it. It's right here on this thumb drive.
Hands, okay. I got so many guns to shoot you with now. Let's go.
Yeah,
boys.
I know. I see them all on your stream.
Good.
I got my silencer today.
Good job.
I put it on the gun.
Was it real quiet?
I didn't shoot it yet.
No.
But you know, it's like, okay. Who are these guys?
Wait.
Yeah.
Scroll up.
Uh-huh.
On DGG.
Uh-huh.
Hawk 2000. That one.
At Logan Airport, this
screen.
guy was denied like water. Senior described Schmidt being violently interrogated at Logan Airport for hours and being stripped naked, put in a cold shower by 2 officials, and being put back onto a chair. She says Schmidt told her immigration agents pressured him to give up his green card. She said he was placed on a mat in a bright room with other people at the airport with little food or water, suffered sleep deprivation, and was denied access to his medication for anxiety or depression. I do legitimately believe that the next time I travel out of this country, I feel like I'm cooked. I feel like it's just, I mean, they're just doing it to everybody. You know, they got to do it to an American citizen at some point.
He's just like, this can make me popular.
He wanted to be the first one.
He wanted to. It's just, please.
No one's going to report it. It's so crazy.
Oh, won't you, Donald Trump? I can't do this song. Whatever. We will vote. Donald Trump, release the video of Hasan, please, for the love of God, if it's out there. The audio recording, the video recording. Just
you know
do
what?
it.
If you really want to prove it.
I do.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
This you could actually I think you could 100% prove it this way, like beyond a shadow of a doubt. Ready?
It better not be a meme, but go ahead. It's gonna be a meme.
It's not gonna be a meme.
It's a meme.
No,
It's a meme.
you've made it a meme. Stop. Here's what you do, okay?
Okay.
When did he go to Japan?
I don't know.
It was recent, right?
Many moons ago.
He said on stream, I think, when he got back from Japan, didn't he say they told me to get global entry? He said that when he came back from Japan. He said somebody told him, oh, get global entry, right?
I have no idea.
Somebody told him. I feel like I remember him saying like, oh yeah, they told me to get global entry. And then he said he got global entry coming back this time. He streams.
He said he has global entry now. First time coming back with
Yes.
it.
He streams legitimately like every single day.
I am
like,
aware
I'm
of
not
this fact.
exaggerating, right? If he came back from Japan and he streamed every single day before he left, then that means that it would have been physically impossible for him to do the global entry interview, which means that when he came back, that was the global entry interview, 100% confirmed. He did the conditional approval where you do it, you sign up online and you do all the things, and they say that...
Has he streamed every day since Japan?
I don't know. That's why I asked. You'd have to check. But I'm saying that if he had streamed, because you'd have to take like 6 hours to go to LAX and do the actual global entry interview. But that would be 100% the case. And that was he was conditionally approved. And then when you get the
He hardly got
when you do
anything
the
to drink.
when you do the conditional approval, they just say that when you come back through, you can do the interview at the airport.
This is me right now. Please, Trump.
Donald Trump, if you can hear us, please, Donald Trump.
Please.
Please save me.
No.
Please save me,
Yeah,
Donald
okay.
Trump. Please. I'm asking.
What? What does it have to do with anything?
I want him to release the tapes.
Please save me.
I care more about the Hasan tapes than I do the Epstein tapes. I'm just going to say it right now. At least one of these things has a chance of getting released. Okay? Donald Trump, please release the Hasan Piker interview tapes.
It's actually more weird because actually I'm 1,000,000,000% correct. I know I am. Because if he did the global entry interview, I bet he would have talked about it on stream. I had to get fingerprinted, guys, and they asked me these questions to make sure I was safe to get like global entry.
I have, to be
Like,
clear,
in
I
what
have
world-
no idea. I've never heard it. I thought, so when I got global entry,
Yeah.
I went online to like some CBP website and they're like, here, make an appointment. And I was like, okay.
Yes.
And then I went to the Miami airport like a month later.
No. So look up global entry conditional approval, because this is what I did. And you have to fuck your mom.
Really?
So global entry conditional approval means your application is under review and has passed initial screening, but requires the in-person interview to complete the enrollment process.
Sure.
This doesn't guarantee final approval. So what you can do is
You want to better search for this? Approval on arrival. There we go.
and it's enrollment on arrival, I think. Yes, click that.
Okay, clicking.
So if you're conditionally approved, allows you to complete your interview upon arrival into the United States, including those entering the
Wait,
US.
hold on.
What? The only day that Hasan has not streamed in 2025 was March 3rd when he did go to Japan. If that's true, and he streamed like 10 hours every single day or whatever.
And he didn't have it in Japan.
Correct, because I feel like I remember when he talked about the global entry thing, I feel like I heard him say something like, my brother told me to sign up for global entry or something on the
We'll
way
get to
back.
the bottom of this right now.
Well, wait, go back to the conditional, just so because people think I'm making this up, or people think it's just like, so enrollment on arrival, the CBB program that allows global entry applicants who are conditionally approved to complete their interviews upon arrival in the U.S., including those entering the U.S. via a designated CBP pre-clearance location. O'Hare absolutely will do this. Any large airport, I believe, does this. It eliminates the need for a global entry applicant to schedule an interview at an enrollment center. Oh, also, because when you schedule those appointments, now maybe it's because I tried to do mine during COVID, that appointment was like 6 months out. You said it was a month out, but if you do it this way, you don't have to schedule an appointment. You just come back and
Let's see.
when landing in an international terminal, follow the signage directing you to CBP officers and complete your global entry interview during your admission inspection. If you require assistance for global entry interview because of this, immediately follow us. If
If you've made any comments about Hamas, you may be questioned for a slightly longer period of time, not to exceed 30 minutes. Let's see. Pre-clearance locations.
O'Hare will apps every major.
I'm just.
Yeah, no, I know, but I think every major
because
it'll be listed on the site for the global entry shit.
what is it? ORD, I think. Does not have a pre-clearance location at Chicago. Well, this is AI. Hold on. Rutrow. It's fallen to pieces. The Steve theory.
I don't know what pre-clearance means. I don't know what that means.
Isn't that what we were just talking about?
No, we're not talking about that. Look for conditional approval airports. I don't know what pre-clearance.
I thought that was what that just.
No, I don't know what that.
Okay.
VA,
Oh, no, sorry.
is it pre-clearance location, including those entering the. Yeah, but just look for. You can look for enrollment on arrival airports or whatever, and it should say.
Okay. Enrollment on arrival. ORD. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Looks like it. There we go. Happens there. Enrollment on arrival. Website says, I mean, this is what they say.
You go to the regular enrollment office in Terminal 5 to have the enrollment on arrival interview
That's
done there.
international. Boom.
I bet that's what it was.
Okay. Well, let's get to the bottom of this really quickly. Channel, Hasan, and here we go. And now we just select all. Click, 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 click. Oh, God, this guy is. Okay. And then, whoops. 1 second. I'm a master at this.
I just Googled how long does it take? A Reddit thread pops up. It took me an hour in Atlanta because lots of people were doing it. The interview was less than 5 minutes, and they took a crappy digital picture of me for my global entry card. Is there a picture of Hasan coming back? That would actually be the killer proof. He should post a picture of his card.
Global entry, man.
Oh, wait.
I mean,
Wait, what? Hold on. When was this? This was April 28th, 2025. Okay, hold on.
forgot that FBI FOIA, did you? Yeah, but I also have like global entry, man. I mean, obviously listen, all I'll say is this. Even in the previous administration.
Okay, so this is him saying he has it, and this is on April 28th.
Entry.
Possible.
I don't know what you're playing or doing.
When did he get?
I don't even know what.
You said he mentioned global entry.
You just played 9 words of that. I have no idea what I just listened to.
Okay, we're looking for him saying he needs to get global entry,
Sure.
not that he has it.
Okay.
That was him saying he has it. So he was. Do you understand why that's useless to us?
I guess, yeah.
Okay, we need him saying I should get global entry sometime when he's in Japan or before Japan. Do you understand? Else, this
It was
doesn't-
after Japan. What was Japan? I don't even know when Japan was.
I don't know when Japan was.
Also, these are YouTube videos, not.
Yes, I'm understanding this fact.
Sorry.
You know what?
What?
We're done.
Why are we done?
No.
We were on to something.
I was onto something, and you made me not want to be on it anymore.
Why?
Okay. You. Can I click something?
Stop. The batteries are running low, Dan.
Danny went to Japan in February. Your theory holds. The theory doesn't hold unless there's a recording of him saying, yeah, I should get TSA pre-check or global entry. Okay? So find that clip.
Oh, no. He did take the interview. Okay. So then that means it wouldn't have been the...
Thousands of people trying to get into the country. So there's TSA global entry, right? Which I now officially am going to have, I think, finally, after they took like years and years of processing me for some reason. I did do that afterwards. But basically, there's TSA pre-check global entry on one side, and then on the other side, it's residents, green card holders, and American citizens. There are thousands of American citizens that are trying to enter the country. Do you want to know?
Is there more to this, or?
Listen for like 10 more seconds.
How many people were working the Customs and Border Patrol, processing entries into the country? 3. 1 for global entry, 2 for everybody else. 3. It's mind-boggling to me how much of the issues that we experience as consumers, as travelers, in every aspect of our lives. Okay.
Okay. No. That's enough.
Funny. Okay, wait. Click to the Rockman ones.
Huh?
To the. You're.
What?
Nothing.
What?
It's all right.
You're like a child.
On stream, guys.
Oh, this one right here.
Yeah, the 2 that are super relevant to what we're doing.
Oh my God, you're like literally a 4-year-old.
No, it's just
you
good.
are.
No, I'm not. It's good.
You're good.
You're good.
Do it. I want a sandwich.
You're good now.
What
Dad,
the
you're
fuck
good.
is wrong
No,
with you?
you're good, Dad. Click some other random.
I don't know.
No,
Normally
click some other
I
random
scroll
shit,
down
no,
and you
it's
say anything.
Maybe somebody else.
You.
Maybe they linked the pipes crashing thing.
To get my global entry interview, and that's like kind of far away from where I live.
Okay, so he already had it.
For it ahead of time.
We don't even stop. Pause and tell me what he just said. Tell me what he just said. No, tell me. No, stop. Pause. What did he just say, Dan?
He said, I have my global entry interview, and it's kind of far away from where it is, and I don't know when it's going to be.
So he hasn't. It's not like he didn't have it yet. Then.
Yeah.
So why did you just say the opposite of what he said?
Because this is from April of 2024.
Okay, now play the next clip. April of when?
2024.
Oh, that's hella long ago.
I know.
But that doesn't make sense because I thought he said that he needed to get it after going to Japan recently.
That's what you said. Nobody else said that.
No, I thought that's what they said in chat.
No, that's what you said.
Wait, play. Hold on, play this again. Wait,
This
no,
one?
wait, refresh and play this again.
Border Patrol I was gonna get my global entry interview,
Was gonna get.
and
Hold
that
on.
shit's like kind of far away from where I live, so I had to prep for it ahead of time, which I did, and it was foolish because I'm an idiot and I forgot to bring my goddamn passport with me, so I drove all the way down there in the traffic for no reason. For no reason whatsoever.
Okay, pause. So he didn't do it there. Click that next one, April 17th, and listen for 20 seconds.
For approximately 10 years almost. Did you schedule another global entry appointment? I did not. This is part of the broadcast where I tell you a little bit about my personal news about what's going on in the world of us.
Hold on. Are you getting redeemed? Wait, when is it? No, it's April 2024.
But that's fine. So he didn't have it then. And then click the Chemlord one again. Hold on. The Chemlord link. You're acting like a child, Dan. Oh, I'm not clicking.
I'm clicking it, and it's... Serenity now. Serenity now.
Thousands of people trying to get into the country. So there's TSA global entry, right?
Thank you.
Which I now officially am going to have, I think, finally, after they took like years and years of processing me for some reason. I
Wait,
can do
pause.
that afterwards.
So it is funny that he just says right there, that's a lie right there. You understand he just lied, right?
I can't tell. Hassan's so good
He
at
said
lying.
that he said they took years and years of processing him, but he said he literally had an interview last year, but he didn't. This dump didn't bring his passport, and that's why he wasted his time. So that was a lie, but that's just funny. Okay, so play a little bit more. Go ahead.
But basically, there's TSA pre-check, global entry
Times
on one
1.5
side,
or whatever.
and then on the other side, it's residents, green card holders, and American citizens. There are thousands of American citizens that are trying to enter the country. Do you want to know how many people were working the Customs
I
and
have
Border
deja
Patrol,
vu.
It's okay.
processing entries into the country?
We're getting there.
3. 1 for global entry.
The winners.
2 for everybody else.
Plebs.
3.
The capitalist class.
It's mind-boggling to me how much of the issues that we experience as consumers, as travelers,
Okay, we
in
get it.
every
Past this.
aspect
We're
of our
getting there. Hold
lives, okay, how much of the quote-unquote problem could be solved if they just hired more people? If you're not going to do e-gates, just hire more people. Hire more Customs and Border Patrol officers. Like literally, this is the one job that they're supposed to be doing. Making sure that you're not bringing in agricultural product that is harmful to the ecosystem in America. And, I guess drug trafficking or whatever. Like that's the thing that they're supposed to do, is process people into the country.
One more rock comment clip.
In a fast manner.
Should I pause this now, sir?
Yeah, go ahead. And then go to this last recommend one, okay? So maybe he already had it. No,
The one that's
Click
censored?
more messages below.
Okay, so he's banned
Click,
now.
no,
yeah?
click more messages below. Click that, then scroll up.
Uh-huh.
That one.
So
Here
okay.
he says he has it in April. Let's check. Okay, let's listen. Okay.
Yeah, but I also have like global entry, man. I mean, obviously listen.
Go back 30
all
seconds.
I'll say is this. I mean, they're just trying to report you for terrorism. Yeah, they can also suck my dick, okay?
1.5 it.
Just watch it.
Yeah, I know. I know that they're sending letters to the administration to try to report me for terrorism or whatever. It's goofy as oh.
You're doing a great job.
It is pretty crazy though. Bold of you to assume you aren't. Never got that FBI FOIA, did you? Yeah, but I also have like global entry, man. I mean, obviously listen, all I'll say is this.
His microphone is so
Even in the previous administration,
Hold on.
Yes, they know who the I am. Okay? They know who I am very well. But I think like I don't
I'm crashing out
I
right
stay
now.
within
Put it at 1.5.
the box. Okay, there are obviously ideologically, and the things that I advocate for are not within the boundaries of permissible speech in mainstream media.
1.55.
But like, there is, there are.
Why is it
I stay within the
It's not peaking,
confines
it's just
of
horrible compressor settings.
legality, and also, how do I describe this?
Okay, so now the question is, when he says he applied for the thing between, what was it, March and April here?
He says he's saying I have global entry right now.
Yes, but he could mean that because he could mean he got conditional approval. That he could say that, right? Oh yeah, but I've got global entry.
He doesn't say basically. He says he has it, but he's also So
yeah,
we
yeah, but I'm
can't
saying,
look
like
into
I
it.
was, like I said, yeah, I have global entry now. But you come back, you just do the interview because you're basically approved. Basically, saying you don't fuck up or do something. When you come back, you basically have it. So the question is, between February 6th and April 28th, did he take time off to do his global entry interview? If he did, he would have talked about it.
And he didn't talk about it.
Well, did he? Maybe. Wait, somebody said you should have kept watching that clip. Go back.
The reality is
Not this one.
Do on Twitch.
Pause. More messages below.
What? Oh, on here.
Yep. Scroll up. Yeah, that one.
Anyway,
What is this?
the point
Go on.
is,
Okay.
I'm watching this.
most things that suck
Nope.
because they just don't hire enough people. So that was step one. That was annoying. Step two, I get to the global entry interview, right? Because it's been ready for some time now. And the gate guy was like, "Oh, you have your interview set up. Like, you can go do it right now downstairs." I was like, "You know what? If there's no line, I'm gonna do it." There's no line. The computer was not working. Like, everything sucks.
Okay, stop. Okay.
Everything's broken beyond repair.
Wait,
everywhere
maybe he didn't do it.
in this goddamn country.
Wait, pause.
And just like when you
That sounds like the
Pause.
conditional entry.
Yeah, but it also sounds like the computer was broken and he wasn't able to do it.
Was it?
Were you not listening to the same
No,
thing?
no, I was, but maybe there's multiple computers, Dan. There could be 10 of them and one was broke or 9 were broke.
Do you want
There's more than one. You freak. You're an idiot.
I'm trying-
You dumb
it's-
fuck.
it's-
You're a dumb fuck.
It's your fucking theory. I'm trying to help you
when
with.
did he say he
You know
was
what? You're
signing up
right.
for-
You're
no,
a
wait.
retard.
No, wait,
You're a
did he say-
retard. You're
did-
right. You're right. This is stupid. This is, yeah.
Did he say in March that he didn't have it yet? That means, okay, so maybe he didn't. Okay, so keep playing. You're right. Keep playing. Keep playing.
you combine all of those little things, you're like, oh, we are so washed, dog. We are washed, okay? The United States of America is officially washed.
We're dog water, bro.
Anytime you feel like you're being screwed over, in most circumstances, it is a direct consequence of not actually hiring enough people. Oh, your luggage didn't arrive on time. They didn't hire enough luggage handlers. Okay, that's it. It's literally that simple. They're overworking the luggage handlers that are working, and they didn't hire enough, knowing full well that there was going to be, additional need.
How much more of this do I have to suffer through?
Okay,
You're,
pause.
every
Wait, so
time
when
you
was
have
the
issues-
when was the last time that he said
Pause.
he'd signed up for it? Was it in March that he said he signed up for the interview and he didn't have it, or? Wait, one more MVP. We got one more.
me over and over again, telling me you gotta get global entry, whatever, right? I get to the global entry line and they're processing everybody expeditiously. You walk up, boom, immediately they take your photo of your face and you walk in and there's a customs person there, cop there, just basically waves you, okay? And they do that over and over again. It gets to me, take a photo, boom, walk in instantly.
This is
The
him
custom-
at the airport.
I know, yeah.
Yeah. Do you want to go back to when this started? Because they said you have to get global entry. Did you hear that at the very start of this?
One, it sounds like saying you got to get global entry and then you go through this line, right?
You have to get global entry.
And then you get to go through the global entry line. Oh wait, no wait, you're right. Wait, refresh,
we
refresh.
need to
Wait a second, refresh.
Yeah. I'm trying to help you.
Oh,
Okay,
right,
you're such an
refresh,
asshole.
refresh. I'm not being an asshole. I'm just trust but verify. Okay, go.
It's you. I'm trying to help. You shouldn't be verifying.
Go.
Allow the fake news to go.
8-hour to 9-hour flight, and I didn't even eat. I slept the entire time on the flight. Finally get into the United States of America, and at which point I'm like, all right, let's do it. I got global entry. This is going to be my first ever global entry entrance. Hopefully this will go smoothly, okay? First time ever getting into global entry. I got it after my brother yelled at me over and over again, telling me you gotta get global entry, whatever, right? I get to the global entry line and they're processing everybody expeditiously. You walk up, boom, immediately they take your photo of your face and you walk in and there's a customs person there, cop there, just basically waves
Sounds
you,
normal.
okay? And they do that over and over again. It gets to me, take a photo, boom, walk in instantly. The Customs and Border Patrol agent goes, step aside, sir. I was like, here we go.
You need to do your interview. He might be that.
Okay, wait, one more timestamp.
All right.
Click.
She goes,
More messages below, and then one more guy said, I don't know if this is a real thing, but he said,
This,
wrong timestamp. What's this one?
This is, you see this, right?
Yeah. It's the same video, though. I already read the URL. Go.
Okay. Wait, it's 326. It's just going, it's starting this and going
step
back.
aside, sir. An agent will side. Boom. Right. I get to the
There we
global
go.
entry line, and they're processing
He's
everybody
retarded.
expeditiously.
Okay.
You walk up.
Great. What else? I don't trust stars. Okay. God, Hasan is so cringe.
I bet it was the interview.
It could have been.
I bet it was.
It could have been. And that would be-
Otherwise, he would have gotten it because I have to timeline this out on stream, guys. But like, when did he say?
I already did the timeline.
You
How
did
dare
it because you're too lazy to click anything.
How dare
okay,
you,
Dan,
sir?
when did he say I need to get global? When was
I
the
didn't
last
know
time?
I had to go and do a timeline.
When was the last time he said I
briefing.
need to get global entry?
I didn't know I needed a timeline of the thinking of getting global entry. I did the timeline of reality. Okay, if we want to go back in time.
When did he say? When was the last time he said I need to get global entry? Well, because between that time and this, the question is, did he take time to do the interview? And if he didn't, then that's what that was.
Wait, doesn't Hasan stream later in the day though when he starts? You could just do the interview earlier in the day. You would never know.
What, you're gonna drive to LAX at 8 a.m. and do the interview and then drive home?
What time does he start streaming? Like 5 p.m.?
No, what?
When does he start streaming Pacific time?
Probably at like noon.
I have no idea when he does. But I mean, it's not unreasonable that he could get an
One more clip from Rocco Man. This guy's our lead researcher on this.
Rocco Man?
Back from Japan.
The global entry
1.5
interview, right? Because it's been ready for some time now.
I feel
and
like
the
I've seen
gate
this.
guy was like, "Oh, you have your interview set up. Like you can go do it right now downstairs." I was like, "You know what? If there's no line, I'm gonna do it. There's no line. The computer was not working.
Wait,
like everything sucks.
Did he do it there or not?
Everything's
Wait.
broken beyond repair everywhere in this goddamn country. And just like when you combine all of those little things, you're like, oh, we are so washed, dog.
We watched
We
this.
are washed.
I know we watched this.
So he didn't do it.
Okay.
He didn't do it there.
Okay.
You know what we need? You know what the killer evidence is, Dan? I can tell you.
Hasan's global entry card.
It's his global entry card, and it's the picture on the card. And if the picture on the card matches the outfit that he was wearing that day when he was at the airport, and you know he took pictures of himself getting on the plane, coming off the plane, or whatever. If it's the same outfit, that's it. Boom. They photographed him there at the airport for global entry, and it was in that outfit because he was doing his entry interview.
You know what we're doing right now is you're giving him a way to be like, these guys are look, and it's like this one. He's doing the guys. Look, it was You're giving him the unironic. It was a white shirt. These guys can't be trusted. You're actually doing that right now. You're doing the white shirt thing. That was your move. He'd be wrong on everything.
What are you talking about?
You came up with this thing where Hasan would be wrong on every single thing, but then at the end, and he'd be like, yeah, and then he killed that kid with a white shirt. I couldn't believe it. And then Hasan would be like, actually, it was a blue shirt. And then all of his audience cheers, and he wins, and he gets a parade. And you have just given him literally the ability to be like, actually, it was a blue shirt.
He said he got the photo in his story. No, he's not talking about getting a photo. Whenever you're going through immigrations, coming back into the U.S., you always get like a picture taken of you on the dumb machines or whatever. Okay. Anyway, I'm right.
Okay. I mean, I'd like it for you to be correct.
I am correct.
But either way, Hasan lied, because the entire time from when he got off the plane to when he said, I'm free, was an hour. And in between that, you need 20 minutes of walking to the customs place.
Maybe he ran
Even if you run.
88 miles per hour.
Yeah. Like,
Went back into the past.
okay.
And it took 3
It's
hours.
85. Or no, it's 88. You're right. You're right.
85. You'd think 88, you'd remember that.
85 is the speed limit on a
That's
Ford
the
Taurus.
Nazi number. What? 85 is not the speed limit on a Ford Taurus.
On an older Ford Taurus,
No,
it was.
it's not.
Watch.
The governors on those cars were 115. I know, because I used to have a Ford Taurus. I'm making all this up. He's looking at this
90?
shit up again. Retard. What? What?
What's that say?
Well, hold on. I just want to confirm something right now, okay? Real quick. Ready? Hold on. I just want to hear you say this. You think that the speedometer number is what the governor set to on the...
You know, these cars, they have like 8 horsepower, a Ford Taurus.
Yeah. You ever heard of downhill?
Listen, I said it was 85. Why just
You
be
said
like...
the speed limit was limited to 85. Now that the speedometer only went up to 85.
I almost wonder if that car could go 85. The outfit. Okay, great.
Oh, and the facial hair, unshaven. It'll be
mustache.
matched. We need the picture. We need the global entry card picture.
You're giving him his white shirt. I can't believe
I don't know
it.
what you mean when you say we're giving him his white shirt.
Find Steven saying the white shirt excuse. Chat.
What is the
Find
white shirt
clip.
excuse? What does
it's
that mean?
you. Get past Destiny to school current Destiny because he doesn't know.
What is
Find
the
it.
white shirt?
That is your thing.
Of all people. Is it just because like he thought I was a Nazi or something?
Go back.
No, pay attention.
Oh my
One
God.
thing
At
that
least two
Hasan
times
does
it,
that's very
please.
clever is let's say that I kill a puppy while I'm wearing a clown costume. Okay? Let's say that I do this and everybody's really, really, really mad about me killing the puppy in the clown costume. Okay? Let's say that I look at my chat and everybody starts
Wait 2
spamming,
days,
like,
'cause I go to town tomorrow.
Why is like your clown tie looked horrible. Hasan will focus on that one person and he will make it sound like he's responded to the criticism of him killing the puppy in the clown costume by focusing on the one chatter that brought up the color of his tie. And this is Hasan's approach to dealing with all forms
It's like
of
taking the
criticism.
most extreme comment. But I mean, what did I say that was extreme? How does that apply to
The
me?
softest one, because what you represented was you represented criticism about Hasan's coverage of Israel-Palestine. That's what he saw you as, and he saw you as potentially an easy target. Oh my God, a commentary YouTuber, I'm going to pull him on, I'm going to beat him over the head with my information about Israel-Palestine, and then I'm going to be vindicated in the eyes of everybody criticizing my coverage of this issue. That's why when you guys were having the conversation, I don't know if you noticed or not, but he said multiple times, like, let's talk about Israel-Palestine. Why don't you tell me what you think about Israel-Palestine?
Yeah, the tie. Outdone by destiny. Destiny v. destiny. That's how good my brain is. I mean, I mixed up the shirt with a tie, but that's okay. Hey, speaking of which, did you know that there's like almost another hour of this podcast that you're not going to see on this YouTube video? If you want to get the full thing, you have to be a Patreon subscriber, which you can do at patreon.com/anything else. You also have very cool things that you get in there, like being able to be on the live show viewer call-ins, suggesting the topics, and like behind the scenes footage. There's some really good stuff there. So yeah, check it out. Some more Patreon exclusive footage. And here is my neighbor's cat, ready to get into a fight to the death.
Oh no.
With Lycan's dog. He's a big pussy though. He's just smelling.
You chill.